So there is secrets in forex trading that we don't know about. So that is what I want us to touch today. Okay, so thanks for joining. If you are joining, please stay tuned because you are going to learn new things. Okay, so trading, so you can, so okay, I'm trying to fix the mic so you guys can hear me. I'm sorry, I didn't forget to fix the mic, so that was really up. So the mic is ready. So I'm going to teach you. So what we are talking about is what? Trading. Okay, forex trading, and we are starting with our first lesson, introduction. Like, what is trading? Okay, forex trading is like in global market, just an exchange of currency. Okay, it is an exchange of what? Currency. If you have traveled to uh if you have traveled to any country, you have traded forex. Okay, so forex is an exchange of what? Two currency. Okay, so forex is a global market where currencies are bought and what? And sold. Okay, where currencies are bought and sold is forex what? Market. And in forex we have what we call okay, let me explain to you currencies. Okay, we have euro, we have USD, sorry, we have USD. Okay, we have GBP. Okay, Great British what? Pounds, and United States what? Dollar, and this is what? Euro. Okay, European what? Currency. And when you see the JPY is Japanese what? Yuan. Okay, so now currencies we have what? Euro, we have US dollar, we have what? British pounds, and we have what? Japanese yen. So in this trading, we also have currency pairs. Okay, for instance, now you're going to see euro. Okay, euro what? Sorry, USD. Okay, and you're going to see what? GPY. Okay, GBP and what? GPY. And you're going to see something like US and what? Japanese yuan. This is dollar, US dollar, and what? Japanese yen. So we are going, this particularly, they use let me say country names. This is Japanese what? Yuan. Like in Nigerian naira. Okay, India is what? Nigerian what? Naira. Nigerian what? Naira. So this GBP is what? Great British what? Pounds. And this is United States dollar. Okay, this is Japanese what? Yuan. So they use what? Let me say they use what? Country name and what? Country name and country what? Currency. So whenever you see USD, know that it's what? United States what? Dollar. We also have NZD. Okay, New Zealand what? Dollar. So let's move into this. If you can see here, so I want to explain this in details. So let me go to my trading so you can see my trading view. Okay, so this is my trading. You can see my trading is reading. So let's go to charts. So now you can see how this is. I don't know if you are seeing it. Okay, so this is my trading what chart in Android phone. Okay, so now this particular we have peep, and we have what pipette. Okay, we have peep and what pipette. So I'm still coming to that. Okay, so I want to let you know that I'm also doing what trading. Okay, so trading is, let me say, is profitable and can be risky. But you need, if you know, like when I was learning how to, when I was starting trading first of all, there is one thing I read. I learned something. Do you see this USD and GPY? This is what the best. Okay, you are not going to have who's lost using this particular word, like this particular currency was pair. If you pair these two, you are not going to have who's lost because of why? It's very difficult. But let me tell you, if you use now this euro and US, you are also not going to have what who's losses. So if I should recommend you to pair this, and you will thank me what later. This particular one, that is how $100. Sorry, that is how I got my $100 to $1,000 using this particular currency pair. Okay, so I'm giving you the secret. This is something that most of the online tutor will not tell you. This particular country pair is one of the best and highly recommendable. Okay, so now if you learn this particular country pairs, so let's clean it up. So if you learn this country pairs, how to pair what currencies, then you move into what? Now let's move into PIP. Okay. Before then, let me explain something to you. Okay. Euro plus what? USD. Okay. So now, if you have something like, if the price is 1.100, okay, so it means that euro is what? Euro is 1. Like euro is 1. Why this is what? 1.1. I don't know if you are getting me. So let's explain this in detail. This is euro and this is what dollar. And you pair something like 1.100. Okay, so what this literally means is that you say that euro will be higher than dollar. Okay, so now if this euro is what? Euro is now 1 and dollar is what? 1.00. Okay, so if this now go in your favor, like this is what? So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what? This is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what? Pip. And this is what? Pipette. This is pip. And this is, I don't know if you are seeing it, pipette. So if you're not understanding what I'm saying, please pardon me, okay? Maybe with time I'm going to get better. This is my first time actually teaching, okay? So I just want to share my knowledge. So please pardon. So this is pip, okay? This 1, 2, 3, 4 is what? Pip. And this is what? Pipette. I don't know if you are getting me. So now, if you now have something like 1.11 or 1 let me say 0010, you already have what? 1 pip. I don't know if you are getting me. So actually, this pipette is like seconds in time. If you are doing time, no, seconds is not much value. Okay, this pip is like minutes. Okay, you have 60 minutes, you have 30 minutes. This is what? That is how this pip is. So pipette is like seconds, which is not much value. Like it's not much value. Okay, so Now you already have what? 1 pip. Okay, so 10 pip, sorry, 10 pipettes, 10 pipettes, 10 pipettes make 1 pip. I don't know if you are understanding. So if you have any question, please drop it. I'll be checking it because I'm just trying to get used to it. I'm starting very, let me say, I'm starting gradually. So with time I'm going to learn, okay, and know how to balance every question because teaching people using this let me say form method is actually confusing us. So that is why I bring this idea of teaching forex trading in on whiteboard so that people will understand what I'm trying to say. So 1 pip, okay, this is 1 pip, just like here. Let me clean this way so that you understand. 1, 2, 3. So this is 1 pip. So 10 pipettes makes 1 pip. Do you understand? So now if this USD, say that, so when you say this is what euro and this is USD, so when you pay these two currency, you are saying that euro will be greater than what USD. That is when you do what? You buy. Okay, so when you sell your sales and buy is different. I don't want to confuse you, so let's do it gradually so you understand what I'm doing. So if this 1.1001, you already have your profit here is 1 pip. So if you now have something like 1.11111, for instance, you already have what? Oh, if you have something like 1 or let me say 100, okay, this is like having what? 11 cents. I'm still coming to that, so I will not confuse you. Wait, let me clean the board very well so you understand what I'm saying. It's like this place I've reviewed. So please drop your questions in the comments so that I will know how to fix everything and make you understand it. So I'm trying to make you understand how you are going to understand this properly. So let me go back to this and follow my I bring out, let me say, scheme on how I'm going to teach this. So jumping from one to another because I'm like, let me say, a little nervous. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand the first thing you all need to understand is currency pair. Currency pair is this. I think I've already talked about it. Something. Okay, so if you want to trade, I will recommend trading this. If you are already trading, trade this. I promise you are not going to regret it. You see this particular currency pair, trade it and you come back and take it because you very, like, it's very difficult to have or to lose. They will not tell you this, but try this currency pair and you are going to enjoy it, and I promise you will love it. This was the currency pair that boost my $100 to $1,000. I'm not joking. You can try it. So another one is, if you believe euro will rise against what? Dollar. When you buy. Okay, so when you buy this currency pair, when you buy euro, so you believe that euro is going to rise against dollar. Okay, so forex market size, okay, that is actually the largest financial market in the world for like, let me say, over 3 trillion traders daily. Okay, so in that trade we have who trade forex, we have bank. Okay, so we have government. Government are the people that trade. Let me say they trade. Government actually they are just there to increase their currency. They don't, like, they are not, let me say, they are particularly there for just making sure that their currency is what? Valuable. So companies and also retail traders and individual is like me and you, who is also trading for our own what benefit. And some people who trade for others, maybe they trade for people. Okay, so when they trade for people, they get their commission, so they are like retailers. So let me explain something to you. Like, this is a building. Okay, let me say, in an ocean. Okay, maybe you are in an ocean or you in a Mediterranean Sea, and there is a hack, okay, and then you have another boat here, okay, and then this is what land. So that boat that will take you to here, this is the central what market, and this is what the boat, like this. When your broker, okay, I'm not trying to explain what broker, the work of broker, okay, maybe you don't have much money, or you feel like, oh, because you don't have money doesn't mean no, you are going to trade. So I'm still coming to that. Even if you have $5, $10, $50, you can place your trade using a broker, okay. So I'm going to explain that gradually. So now this broker now will take you, okay. So you now is here, the broker is now the boat that will take you to the park, okay. So the brokers will take you to the what, the central what government, like they will play the trade for you, and if they notice the loss, okay, they will just stop, they will just know. If they notice that your money, like the loss is now too much, they cut it off and leave the rest for you. You understand? Nothing will nothing happens to their what, to their money, okay. So I'm still coming to that, so I will not confuse you. Another one you should also understand about this particular trading, okay. Before you start trading, you have to use a demo account first. Don't just start trading because you feel like, or because you see others, or maybe you learn trading for few weeks or something. You need to use a demo account, okay. So you need to use a demo account first before you start for trading. Me particularly, I trade with demo account for, let me say, over 6 months. The reason is not because I just want to trade with a demo account for 6 months. No, you understand? In as much as trading with that particular demo account for that 6 months, I am trying to understand the currency pair. That is why I found out that these two currency, for them, I placed my trade for complete 6 months, and I never have loss in these two currency, this particular two currency. And I understand something. I was shocked. So immediately I switched to a standard account using my broker. I placed these two trades, okay. I placed this particular these two currency pairs, and guess what? I increased my $100 to $1,000. It's just not, it doesn't happen in a day or in 2 weeks or something, but it literally what happened. So imagine if I have more money now and I play something like having $1,000, that probably means that I might be having what, $10,000 at the end of the day. So this is the I would recommend this currency pair for anyone that is interested in what, trading. So if you have any question, please kindly drop it in the comment section. Okay, let me read your comment. Okay. So who are those who trade forex? Okay, people that trade forex can be what? We have what, central banks. Central banks are what? Federal Reserve, European Central Bank, Bank of England, Bank of what, Japan. And we also have commercial banks like Mortgage Bank, Goldman Sachs, and okay, hedge fund like huge investment and companies. Okay, so we have retailers. So where does forex trading happen? Forex is not traded on central exchange. Forex is over the counter, OTC, through bank and broker. This means trade happens through a network of computers. Okay, forex markets run 24 hours a day. Why? Because Market open in different countries. Okay, so we have major section, section, major section. So this major section we have Asian what section and what. So Asian section is like, if you don't call it Asian section, you can call it what? Tokyo. I mean, yeah, Tokyo what? Tokyo section, and then London section. London what? London section. We also have what? New York section. Okay, so we have what? New York section and many more. So when you hear this, then we have major city. When this London and New York section overlap each other, this is the most money. This is when most money enter inside the market. So this particular section is, if you want to place your trade, sell your trade, when this currency overlap what each other, you can place or sell what your trade. Okay, so why is forex popular? Okay, market open 24 hours, high liquidity, small starting capital possible. Okay, high leverage. Okay, many trading opportunities daily. Okay, so now what forex causes? Okay, don't tell beginners. Most beginners think forex is quick money. Reality, forex is a skill professional. Okay, it can be a lifetime career. Okay, for anybody that wants to venture into what forex trading, just like doctor, engineer, lawyer, it can be a profession. It can be a lifetime what career. Okay, the 19% failure trust. Okay, and that 90% of traders lose money. Why? Because beginners overtrade, use high leverage, follow signal blindly, trade without strategy, ignore what? Risk management. So when you want to trade first, you need to understand the currency pair, understand how to trade. You don't have to start using a high leverage when you don't know anything about what the best currency, time to trade, the section, like time section or when to trade. You need to understand what? How to trade, when to trade. Okay? So another one is real professional trading. Professional traders aim for what? Monthly return, like 5% to 10%. Okay, not 100%, 200%, 1,000%. Those promises are scam. When we I will trade this to earn $100 to 1,000. No. Okay, you have to. You cannot have 1,000%. You have 5% or 10%. Okay, we have another one. The 3 things that makes a trader profitable. Every professional trader master was strategy, risk management, and philosophy. Let me explain to you. Definitely, there must be risk in trading, but how do you manage it? That is what makes you what a trader. So now is what forex trading is not what. Let me say, it's not a get rich quick syndrome. It's just a gradual process. If done properly, forex is what probability of you was earning. Okay, but you need to what be professional. So if you want to trade, you say, if I take 100 trades, my system will win what 60. Okay, this is called what strategic aid. Reality shake. Forex success requires what patience, discipline, emotional, and what consistency. So you need to be what consistent. Okay, so let me explain something you don't know. Okay, how did forex started and why is it forex trading? So So let's talk about what currency pair. Let me explain something. Okay. Teaching is not actually that simple because you get to forget a lot of things you have already arranged before you came to or you came online to start what teaching. So let's talk about currency pair. Okay, we have what euro plus USD. We also have GBP plus what USD. Okay, we have what USD plus what JPY. Okay, so now we have measure. This is the measure. We have what USD plus CHF. Okay, so we have minor and what we have minor and major what currencies. So then that is what take us to what pip and what pipette. Okay, so let's talk about what pip and what pipette. Okay, pip is the smallest what price movement in every market. Okay, it's like minutes. Okay, it's just like what minutes. So we're going to talk about what no easy. So pip means what percent, like in point. Okay, like a pip is a standard unit used to measure what the change in value between two what currency. A pip is the smallest normal price movement. Okay, so price if the price is 1.1223. Okay, if price move to if price move to if price move to 1.10010, okay, you can order what the movement is what 1 pip. Okay, example, if this moves to 1.1005, it is what 5 pip. Okay, and if it moves from 1.1 what 1.1010, it is what 10 pip. Okay, so now I want you to understand something. Okay, this thing you see here is pipette. Pipette is like seconds. Okay, while pip is like what minutes. So any smallest movement is what a pip. Okay, so you focus on this pip. The pipette is actually not what matters. So let me show you what pipette look like in my trading. So now let me go to my quotes. I want to use this and explain something to you. I don't know if you're seeing it. You might not be seeing it. Okay, you can be seeing it right now, right? So now if you look at this particular, you can see this is what USJPY. Okay, so now you see 1 2 3. So now the pip is this particular one. This one here is the pip. Okay, so this one on top is the pipette. I don't know if you are getting me. Okay, so this, now if you go to this one now, 1 2 1 2 3 4. So this 4 is what? 7 what? Pip. And this 4 on top, I don't know if you're seeing it, this is what? This is 7 pip, and this is what? Okay, 0 pipette. You can see how the pipette is changing fastly. Okay, so pipette is like seconds. It changes what? Fast. Okay, so now this is currency pair. Okay, this is USD JPY, and this is what? Euro USD, and this is what? Australian what? And what? New Zealand dollar. Okay, you can see New Zealand and what? US dollar. Okay, so this thing you see is when someone asks me, okay, I want you to bid this currency for me. This is not my what? This is not my. Okay, so I place this and this. So now you can see, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm trying to show you. So this is what? JPY. So this is how the chart looks on your mobile. Okay, this is how the chart looks on your mobile. Okay, so let's go to now pip position is now what? So if this thing move from this 10, okay, to 50, it is now what? 50 pipettes, and it moved from 50 to 100, it is now what? 100 pipettes. Okay, 100 pip. Okay, is actually the most important one for you to know is the pip. Pipette is like what? Second. So let me look for another example to give you. Now something like this is the currency pair. Let me assume that this USD, okay, JPY is not the same. These both, and they are not the same because this equals what? 150. Okay, so the pipette here is what? The pip here is what? This. Okay, it is no longer 1 2 3 4. Okay, it is now this because there is three digits before what? The dots. Okay, while this one there is 1 digit before the dots. Okay, so now I want you to understand something about if this one move to, so okay, let me use for this one. But if you move to 150 points 30, then it's 130 pip. If you move from this 30 to what? It is 80 pip. Unlike this. Okay, so once again we have pipette. Okay, so it's like that decimal. Okay, this. So this thing is on top of here, and this one is on top. So it can change to 1 2 3 4. You will see it changing like this. So if 9, then when it reaches to 10, it enters to what? 1 pip. I don't know if you're getting me. Okay, then we start counting again. 1, 2, and if this start minus, okay, like 1, 2, then it should come to 8. Okay, like if start to minus, okay, 1, 2 minus 9, okay, minus 10, then this 8 is down to what? 7. I don't know if you're getting. So this is what? Pipette, and this is what? Pip. Okay, so this is the main movement, this is the micro what? Movement. Okay, so something like meter and centimeter. I don't know if you're getting me. I've already used time to explain it. So why pips are important? Pip helps show their measure what? Their profit, their loss, their spread, their stop loss, and what? Their take profit. And also some of you might not know this. The stop loss and what? Take profit. It is one of the most important things you need to know before you start what? Placing your trade. Okay, so let me try to, maybe I will write down my scheme so everybody will understand, because I think that I'm even me, I'm also a little confused trying to know where to fit in, how to explain or what to explain to you guys right now, because I did not arrange the scheme very well. So by this time on Friday, I'm going to give you a full course. So the course that we take like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Okay, yeah. But you're going to take first 1 hour class. So if you are interested, I would love you to join the first 1 hour class. So before then, okay, I'm going to explain to you the stop loss and what? Take profit. Okay, so what I'm going to explain to you in that particular class is leverage, how to place your first trade, how to start the demo account, and everything you need to understand. Okay, I think now I might be confusing a lot of you. Okay, so that is it for today.